The Department of Transportation has issued an outright ban of the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones on all U.S. flights. The decision comes as airlines scramble to protect passengers from the phones, which, as you may have heard, have been exploding. The ban goes into effect at noon on Saturday, and under it, the phone is designated a forbidden hazardous material. And if passengers are caught attempting to travel with the device, the phone can be confiscated and the traveler can be fined. The Department of Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx released a statement saying, in part, "We recognize that banning these phones from airlines will inconvenience some passengers, but the safety of all those aboard an aircraft must take priority. We are taking this additional step because even one fire incident in flight poses a high risk of severe personal injury and puts many lives at risk." Bart Jansen is the transportation reporter for USA Today. He's in our Washington bureau, and he joins us now to walk us through the latest development in the Samsung sorrow. It's a sorrowful story for that company, isn't it, Bart?
It is. After they recalled all the phones, 2.5 million of these Galaxy Note 7s, they expect to lose $5.3 billion on this problem.
$5.3 billion, and now we have several airlines taking extra measures to ensure passenger safety. They're putting these phones in, what is it, baggies that are flame-proof? Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Well, I wasn't aware of it, but yes, even before this recall, Alaska Airlines and Virgin America started having these fire-resistant bags on all of their planes in case there was a problem with a phone, a laptop, anything that might use these lithium batteries that occasionally overheat. We were on a call with Delta just yesterday, and they said, yes, they're going to start doing it for overseas flights at the beginning and try to get it on all domestic flights next year.
What precautions are in place currently to ensure the safety of the flying public?
Starting about a month ago, the Federal Aviation Administration started issuing warnings, and airlines have been reading them as part of their safety warnings. You'll also see placards in the airports saying that you shouldn't pack these phones in checked baggage at all, and if you bring it into the cabin, the phone should be turned off and not charged. So basically, you know, within reach in case there was a problem, but not being used in, you know, threatening a potential overheating.
And Bart, does this strike you as an enforceable ban, or just something stated strongly and expected to be obeyed, but not really checkable?
Well, some in the industry thought that the FAA warning from about a month ago was a little weak because it just said, you know, you ought not to use them and who might check during a flight. But this ban says, you know, if you bring a phone, one of these phones, onto a flight, you could be fined, you could face penalties, and if airline crews see you with the phone, they could prevent you from getting on the flight, or they could force you to turn it off. So I think the enforcement is a lot more strict with the ban that, as you say, goes into effect at noon Saturday. And
just ending on a big picture note here, Samsung, this ban, the exploding or heating up phones, where are they on the spectrum of corporate problems with products? I mean, are we in just a hoverboard category where they have some peers, or are they in a league of their own at this point with this extraordinary ban?
Well, I would say the ban for airlines is pretty unusual, but in a recall of 2.5 million phones, so far the Consumer Product Safety Commission has only received reports of 96 of these phones in the U.S., although 23 of them have come since the restrictions were first announced. So it's like people continue to use them, they continue to hold on to them instead of turning them back in under the recall. They have included 13 reports of people getting burned and about 47 reports of property damage. So it's serious if there is a problem, but lots of devices have lithium batteries, and they haven't proven to have been a problem in many other devices.
Yeah, it sure is a problem if you're one of those 96. All right, USA Today transportation reporter Bart Jansen. Bart, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.